everybody. I got a guest. My number one son. So get on in here. He brought some hand sanitizer up to me that we had in a stash at the office from our conference days. And we have our tea. Drinking our tea. We put our tea in a water bottle and we are good to go. So here's to staying calm, staying cool, drinking our hot tea, and enjoying afternoon with my son.
Yes, indeed. Not everybody gets to spend the afternoon with the fly lady.
So we've been looking. We have a new set picture that we've been playing with, and he found a great testimonial today that I wanted to share with everybody if you hadn't seen it. This lady was going to be taking a trip on a plane, and she couldn't find any hand sanitizing wipes to wipe down her tray table and the arms of her chair and different things. But she thought about the pink rags that she had. So she put some in a Ziploc bag and she poured alcohol in it. And she was a nurse, so she knew about this is 99% isopropyl alcohol. 99%. So she poured it in the bag, and she had a bag of sanitizing wipes, and then when she got to her destination, she just threw them in the washing machine, and then I added to it, since I put 3 in a bag, a bag to put the dirty ones in, so you didn't contaminate the other ones. So put all those together, stick them in your purse, and you're good to go.
Sounds like a great idea.
It did.
Good way to sanitize things as you go, and you can reuse it because you can just drop these in the dirty bag and then take them home and put them in the wash. Or you can even do it at home and just throw them in your dirty clothes and then throw them in the wash.
Yeah. So here's to staying calm and not worrying about things, because every year, I know this flu is this coronavirus is extra tough, and we're all kind of antsy, but we can get through this just like we get through everything else if we stay calm and prepared to shelter at home if we need to. I'm always prepared for a storm. You're always prepared for a winter storm and flooding around his area. He can get stuck at home with flooding for a couple of days.
Yes, indeed.
And our bridge can go out. We've had lots of things happen up here. So we're always ready to be stuck at home for a few days. And if it turns into 2 weeks, I've been snowed in for a week before. We can do this.
Sometimes it's nice just to be home with your family. You can take these little times to as a blessing to just get to be with your family. If you have to get cooped up.
Y'all like to play games.
We do. We like a lot of board games, a lot of card games. I'm not so big into the card games. I probably mostly like the board games. So when the kids were younger, I used to play the video games with them, and we had a Nintendo Wii. But that was years ago when they were little, so we don't do that anymore. So
Monopoly's good.
Monopoly is good. Monopoly can last a long time. Sometimes we play speed Monopoly, and that's where you kind of divvy all the properties out.
You deal the properties out, and then you trade.
You deal the properties out, you deal a lot of money out, and then you just go. And it usually takes about an hour to an hour and a half to play speed Monopoly. So
somebody was asking if you can put Neosporin in your nose, and I don't think you can. I don't think that's a wise thing to do. But get your humidifiers going. We've got ours in our bedroom. We sleep with a humidifier at night. That keeps your sinuses moist, and it stops you from getting sinus infections. Yeah, puzzles are fun. It's always, somebody the other day on Facebook took 2 puzzles made by the same company, which they use the same die to cut the puzzles out. They were the same size. They mashed them up together and made one puzzle with the different things.
Made a new puzzle.
Yeah.
Completely different puzzle.
That would drive me nuts. Yeah, it's the perfectionist in me.
I'm not too big on the puzzle stuff. That can be more of a stressor than it is a stress reliever.
It's not fun when you have a cat either. cats want to play with the puzzle pieces, and that is not fun at all. Not fun at all. Let's see. Do we want to draw something out of the hat and see what we're going to talk about today?
Maybe so.
Well, we'll let him draw. Dig down, because probably something on top is what's. Let's see. There's no right way to stir a pot. My old spoon analogy. Oh, that's fun. That's gonna fall. I know it is. Well, many years ago, Robert and I went to a yard sale, and we got this spoon, and it was worn out on one side. I mean, I've showed it to you before, but it was worn down, and you knew by holding this spoon that somebody had stirred the same pot every day making oatmeal for a big family. And it was the consistency of doing it every single day. And we've had people try to teach us how to stir a pot. You go a figure eight, or you go back and forth, and there's no right way to stir. You just have to stir. Now, when I'm making your boiled custard every Christmas,
you got to keep it stirring. It's like the Bob Marley song, "Stir It Up."
You got to keep it stirred. You don't want it to stick it, but if you cook it in a double boiler, you don't have that problem. But having that, now they've got these little things you put batteries in, and it stirs around the pot, which is really nice but I cook it on low. I am very patient with it. But, perfectionism tries to make us teach somebody else how to stir a pot. Well, there is, the spoon shows it, how somebody had stirred a pot over and over, probably over 50 years of stirring a pot. And it's just...
it's an analogy that goes into all different forms of perfectionism, whether it can be loading the dishwasher. I pride myself in being able to load a dishwasher very efficiently into its maximum capacity. And that's just how I am. But sometimes I can be unpleasant to be around if somebody is loading my dishwasher for me. But that's just perfectionism that's running amok. So
see,
if somebody loads your dishwasher for you, you just need to say, "Thank you very much."
Have at it. I'm not going to question him on loading when he loads his dishwasher. I'm just not going to do that, because if I'm over there, I'm sitting on the opposite side of the kitchen counter, and he gets to do all that. Now, I have loaded his dishwasher. It's a nice dishwasher, but he tries to get every last space filled up, and I'll run the dishwasher if it's not even half full, because I have a routine. I
didn't used to do that, Mom, because I just felt like it just wasn't being the efficiency part of it that I wanted to be. But I have learned over the past several years that sometimes it's better to run a dishwasher half full than trying to wait, because the times when I try to wait, there ends up being more dishes that can fit inside the dishwasher, and I end up having to hand wash them, or they have to wait to the next round, and that's not fun.
That's not fun.
So just go ahead and put whatever it is in there. Just go ahead and put it in there and let it run. And
then you have a dirty dish disposal unit, because that's all your dishwasher is anyway. A dirty dish disposal unit. And when you have a place to put the dirty dishes, your kitchen always looks clean. When you come into Justin's house, you come in through the garage door, and you're right there in the kitchen, at the kitchen sink. I mean, as soon as you walk in. And it's
real easy to see a messy sink in our house.
So getting the dishes done in the dirty dish disposal unit and putting them away as soon as the dishwasher stops is, for me, that helps us keep our kitchen clean all the time. And it makes it much easier on me to know that I'm going to run the dishwasher either every day or every other day.
And the same thing can be said about the spoon analogy as with doing laundry. Sometimes we want to wait till we get a really full load of a certain color or whatever. But I do kind of guy style of packing a washing machine where sometimes I don't care what color's in there. It's all good. I've worn it before, and it's probably not going to bleed unless somebody's thrown like a pink rag in it or something like that. But I usually can see if a pink rag is in there. So I just put stuff in there. Sometimes I wear a lot of khaki pants because that's just how I roll. But I'll just sort by khakis and whites, and then all other colors just go in one thing because I just try to be simple like that. Most of my stuff is it hasn't bled out, so I try not to be a perfectionist when it comes to that. But I understand if your garment is very, very sentimental and it's not guy stuff. So
well, they do make a thing you can throw in your washing machine that keeps the colors from getting on each other. So now, if you don't have a dishwasher, I want you to clean out from under one side of your sink. And if you clean out from under one side of your sink, you can put a dishpan under there. That's what my grandmother did. She always had a dishpan underneath her sink. And she would take the dishpan and put it in the sink and wash the dishes. Let's see. Tell us about some of our sales we got going on.
Well, we've got a big sale on our carpet sweeper.
Clay.
Hey, Clay. We've got a big sale on our carpet sweeper, which is this guy right here. We've had it running for a while now, and we're going to be ending it this weekend. So only just a few more days, and you can save, right now, you can save $10 on our non-battery powered floor carpet sweeper. It's great, it's quiet, it's reusable, and it lasts a long, long time. And you can pick a lot of stuff up with these.
This morning, somebody says theirs was squeaking.
It can... Yeah, if you get enough dog hair or
people hair.
If you get enough people hair in one of these wheels right here, sometimes it can cause a little squeaking sound. It's real easy to fix if you have a little 3-in-1 oil or a little WD-40. That can typically stop that.
And this middle one will pop out.
Right. If this middle one pops out, it's usually because you put probably too much downward pressure on this crossbar, but it's real easy for you to put it right back in. These things are almost indestructible.
They last a lifetime too.
The Fly Lady carpet sweeper is one of the best home tools that we have offered with Fly Lady, and like I said, it's $10 off at $21.95 till Sunday.
And we found a new use for the water bottle today. We put our microphone on it. It's a microphone stand. We have the seafoam green and we have the navy blue. And Justin, I just poured his cup of tea and he said, "Mom, this is hot." And it's hot because I made it and put it in the water bottle. I made it at 2:00 this afternoon.
That's one of the best things about our water bottle is it comes in navy blue or it comes in the seafoam green. It is... It'll keep a beverage cold for almost 24 hours. You can fill it with ice, and it'll have a ton of ice left in it. Or you can put a hot beverage in it, and you got to be careful when you do put a hot beverage in it. It'll stay hot for a long time.
You got to pour it in a cup. And we're using our Wise Women's tea, and we love this stuff. And soon we'll have some decaf, but it could be a couple of months. Anyway, here's to tea time with my son.
Tea time.
And what other sales we got?
Don't forget, we've got our Purple Rag BOGO going on. Buy one pack of 3, get another pack of 3 free. And then, like Mom was saying, with the pink mini rags, you get 12 of these little rags in a pack. And this is what it comes in right here. It comes in a little tiny mesh bag like the big rags come in. But these are just the same. We get this question all the time. What's the difference in the rags? Well, the difference is really just the color and the size. The mini pink rags, well, they're a lot smaller than our big rags, either the silver or the purple. And they're great for cleaning anything that you can think of around the house. Windows, doors, glasses. Little faces. Doorknobs, especially when you use either hand sanitizer or like Mom's got in this with alcohol that's soaking in these. The best thing about any of our microfiber rags is they're tough. And you can use any type of cleaner. Mom always says use water. Well, you know what? Sometimes I like to go a little overboard, and I like to use stuff like Windex or invisible glass, or you can even use, like, I've got some Lysol at home, and I've also got some chlorine spray. It's like an off-brand Clorox spray. It will bleach your pants if you get it on there, but it will kill anything. And I use purple rags or bronze rags or silver rags with it.
We don't have the bronze rags
and we don't have the bronze rags anymore.
But this one's 5 years old.
Yeah, you can see.
It still is just as good as, it's just still the same color.
We actually had somebody that sent us a testimonial years ago. Their purple rag went missing, but their sink stopped working. And they figured out where it was. It got stuck in their garbage disposal.
It went through the garbage disposal.
Well, they pulled it out, and it was still mostly in one piece, even after getting chewed on by a garbage disposal.
It takes a licking.
And don't forget, our feather dusters are back in stock. And these are some of the best and prettiest feather dusters we have ever received. The Fly Lady 100% Ostrich feather duster.
Well, we cornered the market on all the feathers, and we ran out of feathers, so we were without feather dusters for 2 months.
Yeah.
And the guy said,
we pretty much ran out of the feather dusters maybe right around Thanksgiving, and we just had a hard time getting a hold of the ostrich feathers. We kept just enough to sell in one of our large packages, which we no longer sell anymore. But now we have them back, and they're a unique color of it's almost like a multicolor Fly Lady feather duster. We've got the purple feathers in here, but we've got kind of a whiter feather. We've got some darker black feathers and some gray feathers, which are really 3 different types of feather dusters that we've had in the past, kind of all rolled into one feather duster. So, really.
And you can take the 25% discount with Clean 25.
And don't forget about our multi-wand. Our multi-wand is great for... now's the time of year. If you haven't thought about cleaning your ceiling fan and you haven't done it in a while, it's a great time to clean your ceiling fan. And your ceiling fan is something that you don't want to clean just yet with the feather duster if you haven't cleaned it in a while. Because your feather duster is made for maintenance dusting, which means you need to have dusted before. And a lot of people forget places like the top of a ceiling fan or the top of the refrigerator or under the refrigerator, places that catch a lot of dirt. This device right here, called the multi-wand, is great for cleaning these hard to reach areas that you just forget about. Because usually in these hard to reach areas, it's more than dust. It's grease. There's nasty stuff you don't even want to think about. There's old Cheerios and goldfish and all kinds of stuff under there.
Especially if you have babies in the house.
So this thing right here is great. You can clean off the top of something, and if it gets real dirty, you can take it outside and shake it. And if it's really nasty and sticky with something, you can pull this whole thing off and throw it in your washing machine just like you do the purple rags.
You can even wash it with the purple rags.
And it is a great tool for taking care of your home. Especially, don't forget about the ceiling fan blades, because the bottom of the blades always look great. Top, not so much.
And the edge.
And the edges.
And this will wrap around the blade.
You can bend it all the way around if you want to. So, anyway, that's about all of our really good sales that we have going on right now at the Fly Shop. Our products are made to last a long time, and we pride ourselves in finding really good products to be able to give to your family, to help you to take care of your home, to bless your home, and to make cleaning not so bad. We try to make it fun as cleaning can be. And
when you do a little every day, it's not like you're cleaning all day long. It's 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And we get it done.
We do. So
thanks for joining me on Tea Time.
Good to see everybody.
See y'all later. Bye.
See you later.